Week 6 of the NJCAA season is about to get underway with another contest in Detroit. East English Village Prep is wet and cloudy as your Community Christian Lions welcome in the Garden City Bronxbusters, ranked number 8 in the country. This offense has been hard to stop with DeJuan Lacey at running back and a revolving door at quarterback, but Mekhi Hunt, Ralph Gaston, and the pride of Detroit will do their best to defend the den. Hello, everybody. My name is Garrett Pogg. Thank you so much for supporting JUCO Athletics today as we are set for another stunning game this afternoon. Big thing to look at on the Lions side is a new offensive play caller in Zach Garvin, who also serves as the special teams coordinator. He said to expect more of the same on offense, but there could be some more passing options than we've seen thus far. For the Bronxbusters, they've had success with Liam Ojkowski and Zamarian Ziggy Harper at quarterback, but Tyler Nelson returns from injury this afternoon, so he could have a huge impact on a team that's looking to make a championship run in Kiyoshi Harris's first run as head coach. With that set to go, let's talk about the keys to the game. Surprisingly enough, both coaches are putting a huge emphasis on being disciplined and tackling hard. We're looking at two pretty young teams today, so we could see some mistakes throughout the first half, just a matter of who's able to clean those up. CCC is focused on executing the offense in an effective and efficient manner, while Garden City is putting a focus on holding onto the ball and reducing fumbles. Nice crowd out here today, both sides of the ball, as we have some Garden City fans there on the far side that you'll see. As we are set for the coin toss, you'll see our captains out there. That's Ralph Gaston, Mekhi Hunt, among others. Number 12, Jamel Thomas, the leading receiver for this team, a team that runs the ball a lot, so not a lot of receiving yards for him thus far. But with a new offensive play call, we may look to change that, just a matter of how things go for the offense today. Also there, number 16, Xavier Smith, it looks like. And it looks like it's going to be Garden City receiving the ball first, so it'll be the defense of CCC that you'll be looking at first here in today's matchup. Fantastic year for Garden City thus far, number 8 team in the country. They lost their opening game and then followed it up with 3 straight as one of those wins against Coffeyville Community College, and a pick 6 in overtime to win that game. That was pretty incredible stuff to watch. That pick 6 by Shamarian Bobo McKinnon, someone who will have a huge impact on today's game as well, one of the top defensive backs for this team. With less than a minute to go until kickoff, looks like both special team sides are going to get ready to go. And it'll be the defense for CCC that'll start out. Defensive coordinator Jarrell Allen. Receiving team now out there for Garden City. Had a chance to talk with the voice of Garden City on their radio broadcast prior to the game starting, and he mentioned how they're last in the Kansas JUCO, their conference, excuse me, I can't remember their name. They're last in the conference in terms of rush yards per game, but still being able to average 130 yards per game. So it's a very run-heavy conference down there in Kansas. 17-hour drive from Detroit, Michigan. And it looks like out there, you can see I do believe it will be Marcellus Hunt doing the opening kickoff. You've seen some good kickoffs, some not so good kickoffs, some intentional squibs, some unintentional. So we'll look to see how we start in today's match. Time will be kept on the field, unfortunately, as we are off. And it's going to be another squib down the middle. Received by number 6 for Garden City and tackled immediately tackle on that one, number 89. It's Quentin Goodwill-Malloy, one of the top receivers for this offense. Receiving that one for Garden City was number 6, Tyleek Burton. So run-heavy offense, it is going to be number 3, Tyler Nelson starting at quarterback. I'd have thought that it might be Oshkowski. He might have won the job, but Tyler Nelson, first game back from injury. He will get the first reps. Some conversation amongst the game balls. We've had conversations about that every game thus far this season. So 14:56, only 4 seconds run off the clock there. Tyler Nelson in the shotgun. Snap, handoff is DeJuan Lacey running up the middle. He's going to get a good gain. Tackled there by number 3, Travion Brown, the defensive back, getting in there. And moves it up a fair amount. It's going to be second and about 5. Looking to move up tempo. Lacey to the left once again. It's handed off to him. He runs up the right side. Tackled immediately once again. He's tackled by number 18, Devin Birch. So not a lot of deep safety, a lot of cover 0 looks. They're aware of the heavy run option here for Detroit thus far. Or sorry, for Garden City, excuse me. Split running back, hand off, run up the middle. He's going to get it the first down. Receiving the handoff on that one once again was Lacey. 3 straight carries for DeJuan Lacey to start off this game. Defensive lineman trying to hurry off the field. Ball not snapped in time, so no free play there. But another man coverage look. Another handoff. This time it's going to be Tyleek Burton. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tackling him on that one. Number 5, Xavier Green, the outside linebacker. This linebacking core has been fantastic for Detroit so far. That's been the highlight. I'd say, well, the defensive backs are pretty good too, I would say. You get some stars in every group, I would say. I think that there's a lot of good names to go around here. It's second down. First throw of the day. Nelson gets smacked. It's going to be intercepted! And Detroit takes it the other way! Intercepted on that one! Oh, show me your number. If I read it right, it looks like it was number 13, Malik Munson on that one. Excellent work to start here for Detroit. We have an injured Garden City player on the field. And on Tyler Nelson's first throw of the day, it's going to be a throw into double coverage, and Malik Munson comes down with the interception. So it'll be first and 10, CCC ball at their own 18. And still a shaken up player for Garden City. Looks like an offensive lineman. So number 62, AJ Vinson, the Social Circle graduate. Looks like he's hobbling off on his own. Well, thoughts and prayers for him. So now, Community Christian offense back out on the field. Out on the field for the first time today. Out there is Mekhi Hunt at quarterback. Starting at running back is going to be Javon Smith. Snap. It's a handoff. They're going the other way. Excellent fake out Taking that one is number 4, JoJo Brothers on the reverse sweep. And now the Lions are going to look to go up-tempo. What a huge statement it would be to put the first points on the board if you're a Community Christian against the number 8 team in the country. Makai Hunt back in the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Javon Smith to the right as well. Read the defense, and now he's going to call for the snap. He's going to take it himself on the near side and tackled by 2 different Garden City guys. In on that one, number 0, Jeremiah Caldwell from Belleville, Michigan. Bit of a homecoming for him. Not a lot of Michigan guys on this Garden City roster. They're able to recruit from all over the country. See names from Michigan, Virginia, Georgia, North Carolina, Kansas, California, and others. So now second and long for the Lions. Stacked receivers to the right and their side. Hands a snap. It's going to be first throw of the day. No, it's not. Makai Hunt's going to look to take it himself. He's going to throw over the middle. Had Xavier Smith wide open. Not able to get it to him, unfortunately. And that's those RPO options that our new offensive play caller, Zach Garvin, is talking about. He said we're going to try to mix in some more pass options than we have before. But that makes it 3rd and 9 for Detroit at their own 32. Nope, 37, excuse me there. Kai Hunt had words for their assistant coach after that. Had some conversation, but now he receives the play call, ready to go back. Trips receivers on the near side once again. Press look from Garden City. Snap. He's looking right, looking to throw. Is the defender behind him? Does he know it? Is he able to get the throw off? Got the throw off, but incomplete. He's looking for number 7 on that one. Excuse me, number 1, Cartier Powellnitz. So it's 4th and long now. And the punt team will come out. Receiving this punt for Garden City is going to be number 82, MJ White from Wichita. Punting for your Lions, I believe, is going to be Jaden Dennis. Punt is up and away. MJ White receives with his hands, tries to cut back. Is he going to get much yardage? Not a whole lot. He gets out of bounds. Forcing him out of bounds is going to be number 8, Anthony Thomas, on that one. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Garden City. And let's see what they do at quarterback after the ill-advised interception the last time around. It's 11:27 on the clock at the moment. Again, clock operation not working here for the broadcast, so we'll look to keep you informed as the game goes on. Snap, it is going to be Tower Nelson. He hands it off. He's going to go through the middle. That's DeJuan Lacey. Pushing it through, but stopping him is Chauncey Freeman. The catch-up speed. DeJuan Lacey ran it up untouched through the middle. Got all the way up to the 5-yard line, but Chauncey Freeman said, "No, sir, I won't have that." So not a touchdown quite yet. It's going to be 1st and about 7. DeJuan Lacey will take a breather. Throw. Is he in the area? That's Chauncey Freeman on the coverage once again. So stopping the tackle the last time around and not allowing that catch. Tyler Nelson wanted number 4, Elijah Griffin, on that one from Missouri. New running back in for Garden City. It's going to be Gene Sledge. Tower Nelson has ran every play out of the gun thus far. He's going to keep it himself, able to cut down a defender, and he's able to get in there. Tower Nelson for the first score of the day for Garden City. with 10:44 left to go in the first quarter. Huge run set up by DeJuan Lacey to give Tower Nelson the rushing touchdown. In my conversation with the voice of Garden City, Colby Van Camp, he mentioned that special teams is a huge emphasis for Garden City. So this PAT specialist, number 7, as he puts it up and through, Tanner Rinker is a guy who is described as electric out there on the field. So 7-0 is the score. 10:44 left to go in the first quarter. It is still anyone's ball game. But if you're the Lions, you've got to look to respond pretty quickly. After an untouched run for about 50-plus yards, did not go in your favor. Final statistic on that is a 63-yard rush from DeJuan Lacey to set up a 7-yard touchdown for Tyler Nelson. 9-yard run, excuse me. Looks like looking to receive the game ball. Again, the game ball conversation has been too much of a conversation. Usually you don't have to think about where the game ball is coming from. They usually have people on the sidelines, but junior college athletics, limited resources, that's just the name of the game here. Ten minutes left to go. Kickoff here from Garden City. Back to receive this. He's going to fair catch it. It's Xavier Smith receiving that one. And they will get the ball out to the 25. DeJuan Lacey coming in this game was 373 rushing yards on the year, 3 touchdowns this season. The redshirt freshman, he came from an FCS school, Mississippi Valley State, and now looking to bounce back and potentially get up to an FBS level. In conversation with Kiyoshi Harris, he talked about how amazing he's been off the field for this team. But now the Lions going to come back on offense. Looking to slide through. It's going to be a fumble ripped out of the hands of the running back. Ripping that out is going to be Tyler Lassiter. Ripped straight out of the hands. Trying to see who lost that ball there, but just ripped straight out of the hands. You don't see that too often where a guy just says, "Come on, give it to me." I believe the fumble there was by Xavier Smith. He slammed his helmet on the sideline. Not too happy about that. Tyler Lassiter, way to give your team another chance to go at it from the opposite 30. It's Tower Nelson once again, handed off. This is Gene Sledge up the middle for a gain of about 5. Tackle there by number 89. Not 89, excuse me, that's 96, Colisee Porter. Garden City, a trio of quarterbacks they feel good about, also a trio of running backs they feel good about. Gene Sledge is the 3rd running back to come in the game today. Probably just as good as the rest. It's going to be a false start penalty, and that'll move Garden City back another 5. Go back to a 2nd and 10. Tower Nelson back in the gun, handoff. It's Gene Sledge once again going through. He had one more defender to beat before he had a touchdown. Not able to do so. And on that tackle, number 5, Xavier Green once again. Getting the call from the offensive coordinator. Dawson's been the quarterback so far throughout this game. Play calling offense. It's going to be a shovel pass over to number 10. He's going to push through and have a first down. Receiving that one, number 10, Jakari Thomas with the reception. Pushed out of bounds, I believe by number 80. Excuse me, number 82, DeCorian Forrest Jr. So a little touch pass there gets him up to the first down marker. Not exactly first and goal quite yet. They're at the 15. Handoff once again. It's DeJuan Lacey looking to add to those rush yards. It's a 5-yard gain. Tackle there. This one by number 92, Dante Huey Mays. And he's not too happy. He thought he got a hands to the face penalty. Excuse me, that's Mario Smith. So in the red zone, looking to get within the 10. Hands it off. That's DeJuan Lacey once again, pushing through. Barely touched as he pushes in for another touchdown for Garden City. It's been less than 8 minutes in, and less than 6 minutes in, and it's going to be 13-0 here as Tanner Rinker's going to look to put it up once again. Rinker misses on that PAT, and it's going to be 13-0. That's his second missed PAT of the year out of the, I think, 20 that he's had so far. This Garden City offense can score like no other, beating Ellsworth 69-3 last week. Some frustration on the Community Christian sideline, I can imagine. After a fumble not going your way. You have a chance to regroup and give yourself another chance. So, got to look at it like that. Can't focus on the past, just got to move forward. It will be Tanner Rinker. Excuse me. Yes, that's his name, Tanner Rinker from Castle Rock, Colorado. With the kickoff here. Back to receive is going to be Xavier Smith. Deep once again. Sends it deep. It's going to go almost out of bounds, actually goes through the back of the end zone. And it'll be back to the 25-yard line for the Community Christian offense. One of the highlights for this Community Christian offense has been the offensive line. Very young and very efficient. James Blaylock, the starting left tackle, actually got offered a Division II offer from Wayne State, where head coach Jeff Reardon was an assistant for over 15 years. So congrats to him on that offer. I imagine the first of many. Ramsey Stevens is going to be a guy who potentially might get offered at a D1 level. And the faulty snap's going to go back and picked up by Detroit. Snap sent out wide. Falling on top of that was number 8, Jalen Davenport. Thank goodness for that, because 2 fumbles in a row on 2 offensive plays in a row would not be a great look. Handoff. Going up to, it's going to be Davenport once again, the one who had the handle on that one. It's going to be 3rd down, and now 15. Less than 8 minutes to go now. Time moving very slowly for this Community Christian team. Now in a shotgun, he's got receivers out wide, 1 to his left, 2 to his right. Running back to his right as well. number 20, Jace Schreiner, the defensive back from McPherson, Kansas. And huge play there. If he caught that ball, he probably would have had the first down. Receiver there had a good lane in front of him, but now it's back to 4th down. Back to punt this one away is Jaden Dennis, once again from Battle Creek Lakeview High School. The Saginaw Valley bounce back. He's going to send it deep to MJ White. Punt. It's been the beauty for special teams there as he bobbles a snap, is able to get it, bobbles a catch, I should say. Now able to push through. MJ White's going to have a lane. Flag on the play and tackled. Tackled by Malik Munson on that one. But it may be coming back regardless. It looks like there's a flag on the play. Looking to see where it was at. I'm going to say holding on the receiving team, so it does move the play back. That huge return. But still, it looks like it's going to be in Lions territory here for Garden City. Up 13-0. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Apologies for the interception call. It was actually Marcellus Avery that was on the receiving one for that. Is that true? No, it can't be. It was number 80, Trey West, actually, who was on the interception for that. So handoff now for Garden City. Trouble getting up there. DeJuan Lacey tackled, thrown to the ground almost. And on that one, number 27, Devon Jackson, one of the star linebackers for this team. Wayne State bounce back, looking to push him up, looking to push himself up to the back to the Division II level and potentially D1 level as well. Snap handoff. It's back to Lacey. Good patience from him. Tackle there, pushing him to the ground is number 8, Anthony Thomas. Once again. And it's going to be another injury timeout due to an offensive lineman. It looks like that's another one that's shaken up. It's actually Gannon Lauer from Hawaii. Able to stand up on his own. Officials timeout regardless. So 3rd and long at the 44 Garden City. They're gonna make the handoff. Flag on the play. They're going to get a free one. Tower Nelson's going to huck it deep. Is he able to get one? Not caught. It looks like it might have been pass interference regardless because number 85, Meech McKelvey, pushed off there. The 6'5" receiver from Charleston, South Carolina. But the offsides will give them a 3rd and 2 regardless, so see some more discipline from the Lions here. Back in the gun. Going to throw right, not able to do so. Hand off there from Tyleek Burton. He only needed about 3, and that's what he got. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Garden City. Pushing deeper and deeper into opposing territory. In the pistol, he hands it off. Back to Tyleek Burton. He's going to burst through the lane and have himself a touchdown. That's another one for Garden City here in this match. Excuse me on that pronunciation. Talik Burton is the correct pronunciation, from Houston, Texas. And with 5:30 to go in the first quarter, it has been all Garden City throughout this match. Not a fan of the non-football-like scores. Instead of making it 20-0, they want to make it 21. They want to make up for that missed PAT last drive. So Sledge is out there with Tower Nelson. Receiver motioning over, that's Meach. Hands it up. And no problem at all for Gene Sledge Jr. as he's able to get the 2-point conversion. 21-0, 5:30 left to go here in the first quarter. If you had the over, you're probably going to win it, I'll tell you what. If you're a Lions fan, I'm sure you're not enjoying the sights you're seeing right now, but this is what comes with playing one of the top teams in the country at home. You got to learn from your mistakes and see how you can battle against tough opposition. It's one of the things that head coach Jeff Reardon has talked about all season. How are you going to, what's the discipline like? How are you going to bounce back from losses like Iowa Central, the first game of the week, or first game of the season, or Snow College when they went on the road to lose 70-0? How do you bounce back from those? We're definitely going to see it here in this game. There over his head is going to be Xavier Smith, and it brings it back out to the 25. Looks like the special teams strategy so far is just get the ball where you can get it and not worry about trying to push for it. I would personally like to see a little more effort there, but it's just a preference. You can definitely succeed with the ball at the 25 as you can either at the 20 or at the 30 or otherwise. So almost a fumble on the last drive and a real fumble on the drive before that. Let's see how Community Christian College is able to respond from that. Makai Hunt in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Hands it off. It's Scenario Hamilton pushing through, getting dragged down. And that one is going to be number 28, Sir Sean Ingram. Sir Sean is his birth name. It is not a title that's been given to him, like the kings and queens in England. Now 2nd and 5 here for Community Christian. Makai Hunt, once again in the gun. They operate that RPO spread offense. Trips receivers to the left. Gets the ball, looks left. He has the receiver. He's going to push through. Getting up there, I believe. That's a 2-way player, Trey West, once again. Don't call him a cornerback. Don't call him a receiver. He is an athlete. He is all over the field so far. One of the top return men for that team as well. Now receivers on the near side, on the motions over West. Motions back Trey West. Can hand it off. He will do just that. Trey West able to push through for a little bit. And the tackling is going to help him. Tackle there, number 90, Shaquan Bowser from Mesa, Arizona. A lot of great names on this Garden City roster. A lot of great cities. I mean, And these guys come from all over the place. Number 73, Zachariah Siulepa, comes from Auckland, New Zealand, in the Oceania area. Went to high school in Australia. So when I say that Garden City is able to recruit from all over, I literally mean all over. You can see the nice crowd there in the back that the away team has gathered so far. Mackay Hunt in the gun, looking to pass, throws left. Had JoJo Brothers open, not able to get the ball to him. Passing has been an issue for this for this Community Christian team all season long. Relied heavily on the run game in the win against Hawking College, and did just that in the losses against DuPage and Hawking College the last 2 weeks on the road. Motions a receiver over. He's got 3 on the left now. James Blaylock checking the protection. Mackay Hunt reading the defense, gets the ball, is looking left, has a lane wide open in the middle. He's going to take it for a run. Trying to strip that one is Bobo McKinnon from Dillon, South Carolina. Talked about had that huge interception to win the game against Coffeyville a couple weeks ago. Not able to do so there, and it's going to be a first down for Community Christian. Near midfield, Community Christian looking to push it into opposing territory for the first time this season. Able to snap the ball, little handoff over there. Catching that one, number 8, Jalen Davenport, is listed in my roster as their wide receiver. He's been operating out of the backfield all day. Rain's starting to come down a little heavier now. As far as I know, the game will continue to go on unless we see any sign of lightning. But I don't believe that's on the forecast for today's weather. Xavier Smith on the far side. Looks like he's got fullback / tight end Jamel Thomas in front of him. That's Mackay Hunt looking to throw. Able to fling it out wide and nowhere near the receiver. JoJo Brothers is in the area. Pushed over before he could have a chance at the ball, but the ball was about 20 yards above his head, so not pass interference there. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Davenport in the backfield. And now pushed back in the backfield. Huge tackle for loss there made by number 41, Rayshawn Randall. And excuse me, I've been calling him Jalen Davenport. I have it wrong on my roster. It's actually Marcellus Hunt that's been at number 8. So unsuccessful set of downs there, and it's going to be Jaden Dennis going out for the punt once again. MJ White back to receive. We now have a consistent sprinkle here at East English Village Prep on the east side of Detroit, Michigan. Jaden Dennis receives the snap, kicks it off. Light spinner in the air. MJ White receives it, able to dodge some tacklers, flag on the play, and stop there on the return. It's number 26 on that one, Amari Baker. So now we have 2 flags on the play. Looks like they're both on the receiving team. Illegal block in the back is going to be the one that moves them back. So obviously still first down, Garden City, but pushes them back farther. Special teams penalties is something that has been eluding them throughout the day. It's one of the things that My conversation with Kiyoshi Harris, he talked about they need to be more disciplined. This is a very young team for Garden City. They've had trouble so far with penalties. Tower Nelson probably looks to be their full-time guy. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Looks right, throws. It's going to be the fullback pushing through. Number 34, able to get a first down and sends the Lion flying. Number 34, Mason Kane on that one. Listed here as a tight end. I'll tell you what, he is a fullback if I've ever seen one. He is built to block the opposition. Rain is now coming down more consistently. Handoff now to the fourth running back I've seen today. Number 38, Zamari Pelode Gary from Kansas City, Missouri. Gives him second and a decent carry. Trying to get a playoff before the end of the quarter. They will do just that. Time has expired. It's going to be a free play down the field, and catching that one is number 4, Elijah Griffin. Free play off of the flinch from Community Christian and puts him back at the 25-yard line for the start of the second quarter. Now rain coming down pretty heavy. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back on the other side. Community Christian down 21-0 against Garden City. Back, second quarter of action. It's going to be back to the running back. Sending it over now and pushes it into goal line territory. Receiving that one, number 34. Number 38, Zamari Pelode Gary from Kansas City, Missouri. Tower Nelson looking to throw right. Never had a chance for number 85, Meach McKelvey. And it looks like they're going to throw a flag on that play. They're going to call it pass interference. Travion Brown never turned his head around, so still not sure if it's a spot foul or if they're going to mark it halfway distance. And pushes it up. It's going to be first and goal now on the 2-yard line. Rain coming down heavy. I'm surprised they attempted a pass on that last one. I would expect to see runs the rest of the way. Nelson, it looks like flag on the field. And it's going to be 12 men on the field. You don't see that ever on defense. Dante Huey Mace is the one who's jogging off the field now. So it makes it first and goal once again now at the eighth line. As opposed to the 1-inch line, now it's, or as opposed to the 2-inch line, now it's the 1-inch line. Pushes over. DeJuan Lacey looking to score in there. Did they call it? Yes, they did. It's a touchdown for Garden City early in the second quarter. Looks like a defensive lineman for Community Christian is going to be down on the ground. Trainer running onto the field now, looking to see what that number is. I haven't seen it quite yet. Looks like it's Devin Birch laying on the ground, so thoughts and prayers to him, as it looks like athletic trainer's gonna take a look at him. For the moment, little team comparison, it's gonna be a little bit of team comparison statistics. 12 first downs as opposed to 3 for Garden City. They've been pushing it through all day. Excuse me, let me update this score for you real quick. Actually take a moment and step aside while they look at Devin Birch. Devin Birch able to get up off a zone. Tanner Rinker putting it up and through. Makes the score 28-0 early here into the second quarter. So 14:42 is the time on the clock. For Community Christian, I don't want to say you're at a point where you're looking for just experience because we're very early into the second quarter here, but the score not looking appealing for Lions fans. Rain picking up pretty heavily and consistent here. There's starting to develop some puddles on the Lions sideline, I'm seeing. Some of my equipment is starting to get rained on all over. Hopefully we can keep it all intact and managed appropriately. Ranker's going to send this one deep. Xavier Smith back to receive. Trey West on the near side. Kick is up. Comes through. Xavier Smith going to pull through. Looking for Trey West as the lead blocker. Not able to get it. Tackle there. Huge tackle there by number 17. Julius Tikoi Siva, excuse me, from Sacramento, California, 5'11", 205. Typically plays running back, but what a huge special teams tackle there for Garden City. And it will put the Community Christian Lions back at their own 10-yard line. It was hard enough developing an offense at the 25, now back to the 10. Lions in the gun. It's Makai Hunt, running back to his right. Snap handoff. Running back coming up the near side, able to push through. is Scenario Hamilton there. Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? He's able to push through for 6-7 yards on that play early here into the second quarter. Rain is now pouring down pretty heavy now. And if we're seeing puddles developing on the sideline, it's only a matter before they develop on the field. Hopefully not, though. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Makai Hunt back in the gun. Receivers lined up. Trey West on the handoff. He's going to look to take that to the far side. Able to get a first down and more. Able to push through to the 35-yard line. Trey West doing it all for Community Christian. An interception, catches, rushes, tackles. He does it all. Trey West, a guy that Zach Garvin talked about in my conversation with him prior to the game, is one of the premier special teams players. He's making a huge impact on all three sides of the ball here today. Hamilton to the left of Hunt. Motions over. I think that's Trey West once again. Yes, it is. Those red gloves, hard to forget. Able to push through. The legs keep churning, and it's going to take the whole Garden City defense to take him down. Leading the way on defense was number 56, Kaleem Croswell. Nope, wrong number, excuse me. That's Nathan Bowdry from France. Holy smokes. 6'5", 250. I wasn't kidding. They recruit everywhere. It's been a productive drive so far. Mostly at the hands of Trey West, those red gloves that are in the slot receiver position on the near side of your screen. 2nd and 3. Snap low. Makai Hunt pushing forward, able to get the first down. Quarterback rush gets him to the 45. And it's been great work here so far from Detroit. Receiving the play call from Zach Garvin now. Now back in the gun, trips receivers to the right side. Excuse me, it's 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Scenario Hamilton there to block. Not able to get the pass off at all. Wasn't sure if that was a screen or just poor blocking, but Makai Hunt received the snap and was brought down immediately by number 1, DJ Thompson from Whiteville, North Carolina. Able to get the ball off in time, though, so it becomes 2nd and 10. Still at their own 45. Some conversation here between the refs, making sure that everybody's on the same page. 11:46 left to go in the second quarter. It's been tough sledding for the Lions so far. Opening drive, they were able to get an interception from Trey West to give themselves their first drive of the game. And since then, it's been all downhill. Receives the snap. Pass, Xavier Smith. RPO option. It's the kind of stuff you like to see from this Lions offense. Keep it quick, keep it simple. Tackle there by number 3, Cash Watkins. I enjoy a roster that puts all the nicknames on their team's roster to make sure everybody from north, south, east, and west is informed about the different names that all these guys have. At the 50-yard line, needs 6 for the first down. It's 3rd. 2 receivers to the left. It's going to be a quarterback keeper looking to push through as Makai Hunt, and he's stopped for a loss. Huge tackle on that play That's number 5, Tyler Lassiter, another North Carolina guy. And now pushes them back into their own territory. Looks like we're going to see our first 4th down try of the day. When you're down 28-0, you're at a point where you really don't have a whole lot to lose. So why not? Let's go for it. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Mekhi Hunt, 3 receivers to the left. Scenario Hamilton to the right. Checking the protection there between the center and the right guard. Garden City blitzing, and they're sending a whole lot of pressure. Mekhi Hunt just has to get rid of it on 4th down. You hate to see that. That's a turnover on downs for Detroit. And it gives Garden City another possession in enemy territory. Looks like they're sending 5 or 6 on that play. And about 3 of them got in Mekhi Hunt's face. So you'd rather see a throwaway than a sack, but still, the line needs to do a better job of giving them protection here. Give Mekhi Hunt a chance to at least complete the pass. Great run blocking team. Pass blocking, a little left to be desired. Tyler Nelson back out at quarterback for Garden City. No time wasted. We're going to get right back into it. Nelson motions a receiver over, hands off. Once again, another running back. That's the one who made the huge tackle on special teams to stop Detroit and keep them within their own 10. That's number 17, Julius Tikosiva, West High School out of Sacramento. Up-tempo offense for Garden City. They want to pour it on. They won last week 69-3 against Ellsworth over in Iowa. We're going to see a audible here from the offensive coordinator for Garden City. Running back now moves up to the right of Tyler Nelson. Hands off. It's Tikosiva once again. Pushes it over to the right side. Untouched. He's going to go through. Not quite. Moves over to the 5-yard line. Pushed out of bounds. Xavier Green on that. So now 1st and goal once again. Familiar territory for Garden City, unfortunately. Switches over the 2 backs. Mason King to the right. Tikosiva to the left. It's Julius who takes the handoff there. Not getting a whole lot, maybe a gain of 2. 2nd and goal. We talked in the pregame and early in the broadcast about how there might be a revolving door at quarterback. We have yet to see it. Tyler Nelson's been in there the entire time. There's certainly been a revolving door at running back. This is I think the 5th running back I've counted today. Tyler Nelson taking it himself, able to dodge Nari White. Is he able to dodge another one? Not quite. They're at the 2-yard line, but stopped there by Trey West out there at defensive back. Looks like there's a helicopter flying above the stadium. I'm not sure what that's about. Is the president coming in to watch Community Christian? I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on the offense, so it's going to move them back. So it was about 3rd and 2 to the goal line. Now makes it about 3rd and 8. How's that math work? 3rd and 7. Pushes it back even farther. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but it's going to push him all the way back to the 18-yard line. So a 15-yard offensive penalty now puts Garden City in a precarious situation. Gene Sledge out there running back now. Switching out receivers, looking to get the audible going for Tyler Nelson. 3 receivers to the left. All guarded one-on-one in man coverage. Sledge moves to the right. Snap, pressure immediately. It's going to be a screen pass, and he trips right away. Tripped up there. Looks like it was Ralph Gaston, the leader of the defense, who was able to trip him up on that one. So now it gets to 4th and goal. 7:56 left to go. And it looks like the special teams, the field goal blocking unit, is a little confused, but they are going to send the offense back out there. What's going on here? Tyler Nelson is back out on the field, ready to receive the snap. I thought it was 4th down. The line judge over there says 3rd down. So excuse me on that one, guys. I apologize there. Got 3 receivers to the left now. Tyler Nelson looking to throw. Throws right. Has Meach over in the end zone. Through the hands. Not able to grab that one. Defended well there by Travion Brown. But it did go through the hands of number 85, Meach McKelvey. 6'5", 205 receiver. So now it's 4th down, and they're going to send the special teams player of the game so far, Tanner Rinker, out there to kick the first field goal of the day for Garden City. Sends it out, the snap, the hold, kick is up, and it is no good. He pushed it wide right. I believe that is his first field goal miss of the day. First field goal miss of the season for a guy that's been kicking a lot of different field goals. So now Community Christian able to get the ball back at their own, roughly their 20-yard line. 7:44 left to go in the second quarter. A score going into halftime would do wonders for the confidence of this Lions team. We've seen this team that's been able to hold these powerhouses to limited scoring going into halftime and then not do so well on the other side of it. Rain still pouring down like no other. Thankfully, the wind is not pushing it into our press box here. It's a personal thing, I guess. Mekhi Hunt now in the gun. Jamel Thomas directly in front of him, operating as the fullback. Gives it off to the running back. I believe that's Scenario Hamilton. He's going to be pushed back for a tackle for loss. Stopped on that one. It was actually number 15, Cam Jones. So the revolving door running back continues for Community Christian as well. Tackling there on that one was number 28, Sir Sean Ingram. Again, not a title. That is his birth name. Second and 11, Community Christian. 3 receivers to the left. Zone look for Garden City. Takes the handoff, runs into the running back. They're going to call that a live ball. They did not whistle it dead. It's picked up by number 58, our buddy from France. And Mekhi Hunt looked to throw to his right and was bumped into his running back. And it looks like it's not going to be picked up by Garden City, but it will be called a fumble. So that's those rhythm things that are very tough to develop on game day. You usually have to work on those practices week in and week out to make sure that the cadence and the rhythm is right there. Mekhi Hunt not in rhythm with the running back, Cam Jones, on that one. He pushes him all the way back to the 16. It's 3rd and forever. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Evades the pressure. Mekhi Hunt looking for anybody down there. Not able to get it. Throws it out of bounds. Had a gain of Broncbusters in the area too. Ends up being 4th and long. Down 28-0. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Jaden Dennis back to punt once again. Past the 50-yard line is MJ White, excuse me. Block formation out, able to get off a successful punt, pushes it back to the 50. MJ White receives it, almost tackled immediately. He's able to break a tackle there and push it up another 10, 15 yards, all the way up to the 35-yard line. Jamel Thomas was the part of the Gain Alliance that was able to stop him there. But that initial broken tackle ended up resulting in a 15-point swing for Community Christian. On a rainy Saturday here late in September, the fall weather has set in completely so far. Tyler Nelson now in the gun. Fullback in front of him, hands it off. That's DeJuan Lacey. Garden City's done a really nice job of rotating their running backs, making sure nobody gets too much carries or too much usage throughout this game. Second and 7 for Garden City. Mason King line up at the fullback. Or a little slot back position, excuse me. DeJuan Lacey to the right of Nelson. It's a little shovel pass there. Pushes it up, is going to be the Garden City receiver and dragged out of bounds. Number 25 there. Excuse me, number 26, that's Amari Baker on that one. Receiving that pass was number 10, Jakari Thomas. So we've seen a 6'5", 205 receiver. Jakari Thomas on the opposite side of that, 5'7", 150. A little more my speed, if you'd say. Tower Nelson back in the gun. Motions the receiver over once again. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be Nelson with a wide open lane, and he slides to prevent getting tackled there. Trey West was over there to tackle him on that one. Or forcing the slide, I should say. Lying on the ground, looking like something happened to his lower leg, potentially. And they are going to call an official's timeout to have an athletic trainer come out and look at him. 4:14 left to go. You see the score, 28-0. It's been all Broncbusters this afternoon. We'll be back on the other side of this. Welcome back to Community Christian Athletics YouTube channel. Tower Nelson back in the gun once again. Community Christian down 28-0. Handoff, it's DeJuan Lacey pushing up through the lane. Able to get stopped there. Unorthodox tackle from number 27, Devon Jackson. Now first and goal for Garden City. When it comes to the clock, we have no clock operator in the booth, so we are keeping you updated with the time on the field. There's less than 4 minutes to go. We'll do our best to update you every few minutes or so. So first and goal, familiar territory for Garden City. Not able to come up with any points last time around, as a 15-yard offensive penalty and a missed field goal ended their chances on that drive. And Nelson going to look for a speed option for DeJuan Lacey, able to pitch it over. DeJuan Lacey, the toughness, able to push it up, gets it up to the 1 yard line. DeJuan Lacey, the toughness that's been on display so far throughout this game, able to push through 3 different lines to get an extra 2 yards, and now makes it 2nd and a yard. Jaden Dennis jogging back out there. Gene Sledge now in at running back. There's about 5 million offensive linemen in front of him. Gene Sledge not getting the handoff. It's going to be Tyler Nelson with the read option. Faked out the entire defense. And it's another 6 points for Garden City. So 34-0 to score now. Scored at 2:34. So it's going to be a 2-minute drill when Community Christian goes back out on the field. For now, it's the PAT. Tanner Ranker has missed a few today, but has been stellar all season long. Looks to put another one up, and it is through. 35-0 is your score. So telling stat here for this game, the net yards rushing for Community Christian, it's been 48. For Garden City, 227. So Garden City just having their way on the ground and has not been able to allow Community Christian to do much of anything throughout this game. Kick goes through the back of the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Lions will get it at the 25. We'll see if there's going to be any sort of difference in offensive strategy here for Zach Garvin, Community Christian, and co., or if it's going to be more of the same. We've seen more passing options than we've seen in games past. I think about that 28-8 win against Hawking where they literally ran it down their throats. Maybe 90% of the plays were running. I mean, and today it's been more of that, but there's been an uptick in the amount of passing plays for Mekhi Hunt, but he's just not been able to complete almost any of them. So Trey West now in at the far side. Receives the snap, looking to throw. Throws it deep. He has Xavier Smith open. Just a little overthrown. Smith beat the defensive back in coverage there. That was Cash Watkins in there on coverage. And if the play wasn't, or if the throw wasn't pushed maybe a yard closer, you would have had a touchdown for Community Christian. But I respect it, trying to get something quick here. 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. Or sorry, in the first half. We still have a whole nother 30 minutes after this. Score 35-0. Garden City. Three receivers to the right of Mekhi Hunt. One to the left. That's Jalen Davenport. Looking to throw up. It has another receiver open once again. And the receiver that time just lost his footing and not able to come up with that one. That was Trey West once again. And looking for the ball, he just wasn't able to keep his feet in stride. So that makes it 3rd and 10 after 2 quick incompletions. Community Christian looking to do anything. It looks like they have 3 receivers out wide once again. Are they going to do the same thing? He drops a snap. Mekhi Hunt picks it up and has a lane open on the near side. Able to get the first and a little more. Jeremiah Caldwell pushing him out of bounds there. But Mekhi Hunt, great awareness to be able to pick the ball up, spin around, and see the open space that he had in front of him. And he pushes it through. It's going to be 1st and 10, Community Christian at the 47. The 42. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning here. Down 35-0, but Community Christian has some life in their offense. We'll see you on the other side of this. Community Christian has now held the ball for 15 minutes exactly. Garden City's only held the ball for 12 minutes and 26 seconds. So holding the ball longer, still not able to get much done on the offensive side of the ball. They've had some sustained drives. It's just a matter of being able to continue to capitalize on those and see the big plays, or make the big plays when you see them. Handoff there, Trey West pushing up through the middle. He's going to have close to a first down. Not quite, it's 2nd and 1. But a good tackle there by number 12, Mo Fochetti from College Station, Texas. If you had to name a player of the game for Community Christian in the first half, it would be Trey West. Had the interception to kick the game off on the first drive and has been involved on almost every offensive play and special teams as well. So now another 3 receivers set to the right. Trying to motion receiver over. It's West once again. That's Mekhi Hunt looking, not able to find anybody. He's going to get sacked. Sacked on that one, number 58. Nathan Baudry from Tours, France. To be honest, I wasn't sure that France knew anything about American football. Now, I'm glad to hear that I am wrong. So the clock's still rolling. Community Christian has not used a timeout yet. They have all 3. So does Garden City. So the clock is going to continue to roll. Less than 30 seconds left in the game. One of the receivers motioning over to his coach to take a timeout. Receives the ball. Not able to do anything on that was the running back there. That was number 22 receiving that handoff, and that is going to send us to halftime. That's the last play of the first half. It's been a tumultuous first half for Community Christian. 35-0 for Garden City. It's been all Broncbusters throughout the game. We'll be back with the halftime show in a little bit after this.
Please welcome our CCC cheer team.
Welcome back here to the halftime show. Garrett Pog here on the call. It is 35-0, as you see there on the screen, for the first season in Community Christian's history of the NJCAA, or at least their first NJCAA season, I should say. And it has been all Garden City Community College here today. Just a bit of a comparison in terms of statistics. 16 first downs to 6. I'm sure you can guess that's Garden City leading in that. Tyler Nelson, only 4 of 8 for 80 yards, only 8 pass attempts. Speaks wonders. It's been DeJuan Lacey, 12 attempts, 111 rushing yards, fueled by the 63-yard rush that was able to get them their first touchdown of the game. He has 2 touchdowns of his own. Tyleek Burton, a touchdown, and Tyler Nelson, the quarterback, was able to rush it in for 2 himself. So it's been all Garden City. Looking at the other side of the ball for Community Christian, it's been all Trey West. He's been someone who's was intercepted the ball on the very opening drive for Community Christian and now has 4 rushing attempts for 42 yards, a reception of his own, and has had some tackles too on special teams. So in a game like this, down 35-0, 30 more minutes, you got to think that Community Christian is just going to look to try some different stuff out. And I mean, you could kind of see it with the way he had all 3 timeouts left. You know, they went to the 2-minute warning and they did not call a single timeout. So it looks like Community Christian, I don't want to say they're quitting just yet, but it looks like they might just try to get this one over with and look to move on to the next one. So 30 more minutes in this game. Hopefully we can see an incredible turnaround for Community Christian. We'll be here on YouTube covering all of it. Excited to do it with you. We'll be back on the other side for the second half in about 6 minutes. Welcome back to Community Christian Athletics here on YouTube. Start here of the third quarter, second half. Getting ready to get underway here. There's been some discussion amongst the referees and the head coaches about shortening the quarters, and they've agreed. So we're going to have 10-minute quarters the rest of the way. Kick received. It's coming back. Huge drive there. Tackle there. Number 42, Chris Wade. And receiving that one, I thought it was going to be Xavier Smith, and ended up being number 3, Marcellus Avery, excuse me. But it took them all the way past the 50-yard line. No, not quite. I was just looking at where the defense is lining up. So it's actually at the 47 of Detroit, and Mekhi Hunt will trot back out there to lead the offense. 9:52 left to go here, Aaron, in the third quarter. I lost my language there for a second. Hunt ready to go again. Jamel Thomas directly in front of him in the slot back position. Handoff, it's a fake. Mekhi Hunt will take it himself. He's going to try to look back the other way. He's going to slip. It's so slippery out there. It's going to be a huge loss. They're going to credit most likely Nathan Baudry with the tackle there, tackle for loss, but slipped in the slippery turf. I mean, it's just goes all the way back. It's going to be second and forever. So back at their own 38-yard line now. Empty in the gun. 2 receivers each side. And a dropped snap is going to be fallen on top of by Garden City. Nathan Baudry is that name that we've been talking about the entire afternoon, and a bobbled snap will give possession back to Garden City for the first time in the second half. Less than a minute into it. Bobbled snaps have been an issue. Fumbles have been an issue in its entirety for Community Christian. And down 35-0. Tyler Nelson and co. will be in plus territory, almost at the 32. Snap, handoff, it's going to be Gene Sledge, untouched to the second level. Now to third. Is he going to get in there? Yes, he will. Touchdown. Excellent blocking there from Garden City to give them another 6 points. And that pushes the score up to 41-0 now. Less than 2 minutes into the third quarter. Tanner Rinker, kick is up and through. And it's going to be 42-0 now, with about 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So they agreed to shorten the quarters, and still didn't matter. It's going to be Gene Sledge pouring it on for Garden City. Just a huge plethora of running backs that come from all different walks of life at Garden City offense. Gene Sledge coming from Huntsville, Alabama. Went to high school in Colorado, actually. Team that's been able to recruit all over. Some players from the Oceania area, as well as France and all around the United States. Their former starting quarterback, I lost his name for a second, Liam Oshkowski, is actually from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Tyler Nelson, a more familiar spot in Huntsville, Alabama. It's going to be a kick out of bounds, which gives Community Christian possession at the 35-yard line. Guys are slipping and sliding on the field. It's been a very slick playing surface all day. The rain just continues to pour on. With 8:48 to go in the third quarter, it looks like we're just going to see how the offense can continue to play out. Kai Hunt back into play. Cooper Brown jogging off the field. No extra offensive lineman on that one. Trey West, Jalen Davenport on the near side. Running back to his left. Hands it off. He keeps it himself. It's going to be a quick throw, and the throw not heavy enough. Misses Jamel Thomas there. And you see Mekhi Hunt head just sulking. He was so frustrated that he couldn't get that ball to Jamel. 3 of 14 for him today. It's been a difficult go for him and the offense as a whole. Now it's JoJo Brothers on the near side. Mekhi Hunt now emptying the gun. 5 wide look. Motions over receiver. He's going to take it himself on the near side. Looking to push through the blocks. Excellent blocking there. And pushes through. Tackle there. Number 6. Make sure I have the right number 6 here. Tegan Haynes for McPherson, Kansas. Mekhi Hunt able to read the defense so well, not only as a passer but also as a runner. It's something that's been so critical for him to be able to have these sustained drives. Field vision is going to be very handy for him, whether he goes to the next level as a quarterback or as a running back. Community Christian, handoff, running back, fumble. Another one.
That slick ball, folks. Who comes up with it?
It was not number 99 that came up with it. Cortez Velasco was trying to get in on it. But it was Javon Smith, the one that fumbled the ball. It is a slick playing surface. It's also a slick ball that you're playing with. Getting poured on time and time again. Community Christian retains possession, though, so about 2nd and 14. About 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 42-0 your score. You can see it plain as day on your screen. Mekhi Hunt emptying the gun once again. Jamel Thomas is a slot back almost. 2 receivers on each side. Motions over. Able to corral that handoff. Almost didn't. It's a keeper. Tackle there. Once again, it's Cortez Velasco in on the play. Motioning over on that one was Javon Smith. A lot of good skill position players here for Community Christian. A lot of guys that can make plays in space. It's just a matter of getting them the ball and being able to have the right blocking in order to do so. A lot of great run blockers on this offensive line. Pass blocking is not their strength. Breon Key has been playing center all day. James Blaylock, the Division II offeree from Wayne State, in at left tackle. Ramsey Stevens, the left guard. It's been an elite side. And it is going to be a false start, as that man I mentioned, Breon Key, did flinch just a little bit. And if Garden City didn't jump up and down and point it out, maybe they wouldn't have called it. Might have had some mercy there. So now 3rd and about 16, back at their own 40. Unfortunately, familiar territory for Community Christian. Mekhi Hunt back in the gun once again. 3 receivers to the left. He's looking left. Throws. Has a receiver open. Not able to do so. Almost intercepted by Jeremiah Caldwell. Through the hands of Jamel Thomas. Throws just a little high for him. And they sent out the punt unit once again. Jaden Dennis back out to punt. frustration on the sidelines from Community Christian as this punt is up and away. Not very far at all. It is going to go out of bounds. MJ White not needing to return that one. It will go out around the 35-yard line. They're going to say the 32. And Garden City will have another chance to run out the clock with 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Remember, shortened 10-minute quarters here for Community Christian as, or I should say for the game itself, Garden City allowing to have a little bit of mercy on CCC this afternoon. Rain still pouring down heavy. Puddles forming on the track here at East English Village Prep. Snap. Not made in time before the ref could call a false start, so it moves Garden City back another 5 yards. Again, we'll keep you updated on the clock. 5:28 left to go in the third quarter. Tyler Nelson back in the gun. He has firmly been the starter all day long. And it's going to be a run from Tyler Nelson. He faked it to Talik Burton and pushed out of bounds there. Looks like it might have been Ralph Gaston who was able to get in on that play. Clock continues to run. And you wonder at this point in the game, down 42-0, if, you know, or up 42-0, I should say, as that handoff goes to Talik Burton, trying to get anything. Stop there, shoestring tackle made by number 5, Xavier Green, who falls to his backside. And there's another player down on the Community Christian field. So 2 different injuries here in the injury timeout. We'll take a break here for a second as the athletic trainers take a look at him and make sure that he's all right. Plays resumed. You saw number 29 limping off the field, only able to get off on one foot. And it brings up an interesting point here, for at least for the Garden City side. When you're up by 42 points, as that one goes to Meech McKelvey. Pushes over. It is going to be a flag. It looks like a late hit out of bounds almost. You got to wonder at this point if Garden City would look to rest some of their starters and keep them healthy, at least for the next game, and put some of the backups in. Looks like they brought out almost their entire team. I was asking their head coach for a 2 deep. I'm glad I didn't, because it looks like they have almost their entire roster here, if I had to guess. Similar to the Community Christian side over here. So it was some sort of unnecessary roughness penalty. It is going to move up. Garden City past midfield, up to the 45. Clock resumes play, less than 5 to go here in the third quarter. Ball's handoff to Talik Burton. Pushes over, able to stay in bounds and tackle there. And that one, it looked like it was number 26, Mari Baker, in there for the stop. Able to drag him down by the jersey. And what I say, it's number 6, Talik Burton, limping off the field. It is going to be a holding penalty on Garden City, so they will not be able to retain that huge run. So all of that for nothing, and your foot's a little shaken up too, which is unfortunate. So pushes him back to the 48, still in plus territory. Clock continues to run here. Running back next to him, it's handed off. And it's going to be Tukasia moving up, pushing through, tackled from behind. It was number 30, Nick Honor, there for the stop. And that's Julius Tukoisiva. Suva. I apologize to that family. I will not be able to get that name, I'll tell you what. Tyler Nelson, able to make him flinch. Does not snap the ball, though. Tukasuva still behind him. Now moves up to the left. 2 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. Hands it off. It's another run for Julius. Able to push through. And it's another touchdown for Garden City. It's been easy blocks and reads all day for the running back crew here for Garden City. About 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Another soon-to-be 14 points scored by Garden City, assuming that the Ranker PAT goes through. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So I'm at a point now where I wish I had something positive to say and something, that could cheer up the Lions fans, but ultimately down 49-0. It is just that. This Lions team has not had a good day, to put it simply. And at a point now where they're looking to just kind of learn from the mistakes they've made and try to grow from them. And you kind of want that to happen in game. You don't want to wait till Monday evening at practice for those to set in. But it's looking like a lot of the same stuff on offense for Zach Garvin. And the defense has had a really hard time stopping the run. Their defensive line just not able to hold up against the big, bulky offensive line of Garden City. So that kick is going to go out of bounds once again. Pushes him up to the 35. And there's going to be a flag called. It looks like away from the ball. I want to say that's number 20 on that. I don't have a 20 on my roster. But there's been some language and some little pushing after the fact from both the Community Christian player as well as the Garden City player. Temper's getting the best of them. Jabril Allen's going to have a talk with that player on the sideline. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct on Community Christian. They're not going to call any penalties on Garden City, so it negatively affects the offense. Easier said than done, but you got to keep your emotions in check. And on that one was number 22, Enrico Silvertooth, I believe. Sorry, Jacob Green, the running back in on special teams. So now back at the 20-yard line. Similar look from Detroit that we've seen most of today. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. down by almost 50. It's Mekhi Hunt trying to get anything going on offense. Out of the gun, handoff. It's going to be Marcellus Hunt pushing through. Athletic jump over the defender there. And is able to push through. It gets, looks like a first down. 11-yard rush from Marcellus Hunt. Fantastic stuff there. Was very patient. Was able to find some space on the near side. Only 85 yards of offense so far in this game. Looking to see if they can push into the triple digits there. Handoff there. Marcellus Hunt once again. Not as successful. He's going to be dropped for a loss. There on the stop is number 90, Shaquan Bowser from Mesa, Arizona. Another electric name. Back in the shotgun, Mekhi Hunt. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Able to receive that ball, looking to throw, not able to. Yes, he is. He's going to have a wide open receiver, and the defender jumped over him. It's Jamel Thomas pushing through. First and goal for Community Christian. Ball a little bit overthrown, not too much. Excuse me, that was JoJo Brothers on that reception. Excellent stuff there. The ball sailed just a little bit over his head. He's able to grab it. The defender jumped over him, and he's able to push through. Now, just about a minute to go left in the third quarter. Community Christian looking for their first score of the day. Big plays have been the name of the game for scoring for Community Christian all season long. Mekhi Hunt hands it off. It's not Mekhi Hunt at quarterback. That's Michael McClure. And the running back's going to pick up 3 yards there. It's Marcellus Hunt. So in a quarterback, I apologize. It might have been him in on the last play as well on that pass. So now Michael McClure emptying the gun. They are 5 wide. Jamel Thomas in the slot back. Michael McClure able to get around a defender. Not able to get back to the line of scrimmage, though. It is a tackle for loss. Had to shimmy past Jeremiah Caldwell and was stopped by number 41, Rayshawn Randall. The Detroit native, so a little bit of a homecoming for him. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Again, shortened quarters here. 10 minutes left in the game. So it'll be Garden City up 49-0, but in enemy territory and with down and distance to the goal line. Community Christian has some life in them. We'll be back on the other side. Back here for the fourth quarter here at Community Christian. Spinning around is Michael McClure, and he's going to continue to run. He's about 20 yards back from the line of scrimmage. Holy smokes, double tackle there. Leading the way, number 1, DJ Thompson, the Whiteville, North Carolina graduate. So it pushes him all the way back to the 30, 32. Oh my goodness. And now it's 4th down. So if you know anything about Community Christian, this is not a team that kicks field goals very well. So Makai Hunt is going to be empty in the gun and is going to look to make some magic happen here. And we did confirm it was Michael McClure who ended up throwing that big pass to JoJo Brothers. Makai now in the gun, looking to throw, making magic happen. Throws way deep. He's got a receiver. It's Trey West, and it's almost intercepted. Went right into the hands of JT Jackson. But Trey West able to rip it out of his hands. So it was Jamel Thomas who caught that ball from Michael McClure. So excuse me there from, at least according to our statistics here in the box. So it is going to be a handoff. There is a different quarterback in. It's Oshkowski and a quarterback. And the running back just continues to churn the legs. Ball comes out, but they are going to rule forward progress stopped. So another first down, and it is Liam Oshkowski in a quarterback trying to avoid any big injuries happening to any of their players. Now Gene Sledge takes it off. A huge stiff arm pushes through the second level and gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's the craziest stiff arm I might have ever seen. Holy smokes. The gains on Gene Sledge, and he's going to get the ball once again. Does he have another thing going for him? He does. It's going to be another first down. Gene Sledge, I'm sure, feeling very confident after that. Up-tempo, quick offense. And it is going to be another official timeout. Community Christian has a player down towards the far sideline. Looks like it's Chauncey Freeman, so he'll try his best to hobble off. We've seen a lot of different defensive players go down. For this Community Christian team, it's going to be Jabril Allen and our athletic trainer helping them come back. So the offense back out for Garden City. It's Oshkowski. Standing to his right is DeJuan Lacey. Clock continues to roll. 7 minutes left to go in the game. DeJuan Lacey getting the carry, tackled immediately. Sandwiched. Jeremiah Lewis in on that tackle. Wind blowing from the left to the right side of the field, blowing the rain that direction as well. It's been a steady sprinkle throughout the day. Nothing too heavy, but it has certainly accumulated over time. The Broncbusters looking to lay a 50-burger on your Lions. DeJuan Lacey to the left. Ojkowski in the gun. Snap. It's Lacey pushing through. Another quick tackle. And on that one, number 22, Andrico Silvertooth. One of the better names for Community Christian. Clock continues to run. It's about third down and a little bit to go. Not too much, about 3-4 yards from my estimation. Ojkowski going to look at the play call. Yet to attempt to pass yet. All of his snaps in the game have been handoffs to fantastic running backs on this roster. It's Lacey receiving that handoff, able to find the outside as he pushing through, and he is in the end zone. DeJuan Lacey extending his touchdown lead for the Broncbusters. And Rinker's going to come out for the extra point once again. When I say touchdown lead, I mean he leads the Broncbusters in touchdowns scored. I imagine it's got to be somewhat close after a game like today when everybody is scoring 2 touchdowns each. And Rinker puts it through. It is 56-0 with 5 minutes left to go in this shortened second half. Kickoff now out to the back of the end zone. And is it going to roll into the end zone? Yes, it will. That was number 3. Marcellus Avery. Very, very close to not being able to, or having to pick it up at the 1-yard line and having to run it back from there. Rolls into the end zone, so it makes it a touchback. With 5:40 to go, 56-0 your score. We will see the Lions offense potentially for the last time today. So out at quarterback, it is going to be someone different. Out of quarterback is number 18. Don't have an 18 on my roster, so it's either Michael Martinell or David Williams. And the ball immediately not intercepted, goes right through the hands of number 28, Sir Sean Ingram. An ill-advised throw, throwing as he was falling down. And the ball just too slick for Sir Sean. It also could be Jordan Durham, who's taken some snaps at quarterback this year in the Snow College game when they went out west to Utah. So in the gun, 3 receivers to the right. Receives the ball, throws, and close throw leads the receiver right into number 20, Jace Schreiner, who smoked him on that play, and the receiver, who I've yet to identify yet, is slow to get up. Receiver able to get off under his own power, but the result still the same. 56-0, 5 minutes left to go. And the slick playing surface not proving to be well. I do believe it is Jordan Durham in at quarterback. So receives the pass, and he's going to get smoked. Strip sack, looking to push it into the end zone as the lineman not able to do so. Jordan Durham did not see Sir Sean Ingram coming in. Not able to get the interception, but pushes through and smokes him on a strip sack there. It's going to give Garden City the ball at the 1 yard line. Wow. I mean, we've seen the Broncbusters just lay out this team in ways that I didn't even know was possible. Forgive me, it's at the 2 yard line for Garden City. Oshkowski back in a quarterback. Split backs. And 2 receivers to the right side. Hands it up, pushes it in. It is going to be another touchdown. Looking to see who that was. I believe it was Zamari Pelode Gary, 5'8", 180, running back from Kansas City, Missouri. Rinker looking to put it through. If you're a Garden City fan, you would know last week they ended up winning 69-3. Looking like they're trying to improve on that in today's game. They only need 1 more touchdown to reach that 70-point marker. Community Christian not having a lot of signs of life so far in this 4th quarter. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Kickoff ready to go for Garden City. Now a 63-0 decision so far. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Not a lot of fun for Community Christian so far in this game. They look to trot out the offense one more time, potentially under a different quarterback. Last time was Jordan Durham. And it looks like he's going to be in the huddle with Zach Garvin, so it might be him once again. So it is going to be Jordan Durham coming back out there. He got smoked on the strip sack by Sir Sean Ingram last time around. And it leads to another drive for him. So we'll see. Or it led to a touchdown on the following drive from the 2 yard line. So we'll see what they look to do going forward. It looks like it's going to be a timeout, the first timeout of the game taken by Community Christian. We'll step aside as Zach Garvin looks to re-rally the troops and figure out what they want the offense to do. Back with you on the Community Christian YouTube channel. He's got Jordan Durham has a running back to his right, 2 receivers to the right as well. Jalen Davenport, and a receiver on the near side. It's going to be end around option for Community Christian. Looking to push it up is running back. Oh, he's not a running back. Trey West able to fall back on top of it. Trey West had a huge run, fumbled the ball, and then fell back on top of it. You only see plays like that here at Community Christian, folks. I don't know if I've seen them anywhere else. And you want to talk about a guy, Trey West, that's been able to, looks like he had to hobble off the sideline there. Something with the inner leg, looks like. So he will lay down for a minute. And the offensive drive continues. Now at the 35, 1st and 10. 4 minutes left to go. Looking for any signs of life here. Scenario Hamilton faked. It's going to be Jordan Durham. A quick throw through the hands. It's a bit of a hop step throw. You don't see that in football too often. So now 2nd down and 10. Scenario Hamilton behind Jordan Durham, now to his right. Number 3, Marcellus Avery now lining up a wide out. Looks tiny compared to Jalen Davenport standing right next to him. Hands it off. It is Hamilton running through, able to get to the 3rd level, pushing through, and in the red zone. Tackled there by number 3, Cash Watkins. 6 foot 190, defensive back from Asheville, North Carolina. So not the first trip to the red zone here for Community Christian. They had one last time, which resulted in a huge sack on Michael McClure. But now Jordan Durham looking to make his stake known. Running back to his left, low snap, able to corral it in, throws. He has a receiver past the 10-yard line. And now at the 5, that's Jamel Thomas, the leading receiver for Community Christian. So here we go, 5 minutes left to go. Receivers lining up on the right side. Cartier Powelnitz jogging off. Haven't said his name much today. Xavier Smith on the near side. Jordan Durham looking right. Throws. Broken up. Huge deflection. Number 10, Dominique Julius from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So now at the 5-yard line, 2nd and 5. Looks like Big Sean Russo is going to be in a running back this time around. And they're going to hand it off to him. He's tough to stop. He's going to bulldoze through. It took about the entire defensive line to be able to stop him. It's about to be 3rd and 2 at the goal line here. Sean Russo, a whopping 280 pounds on him. Jordan Durham looking to receive the play call. Zach Garvin isn't really giving him anything. Looks like they're going to bring him in. And it is going to bring it to the 2-minute warning. So 2 yards to go before pay dirt for Community Christian. Air Lions at the goal line on the other side of this. trotting back out there at the 2-yard line. It is third down. 2-minute warning eclipsing here in the fourth quarter. Something positive would be nice for Community Christian. Would give me something nice to write about in the post-game report coming out on ccclines.com tomorrow morning. Low snap. It's a fumbled snap. Jordan Durham falls on top of it. It brings him back to the 10-yard line. 4th and 10 at the goal line. And the clock continues to roll. And Jordan Durham looking to receive the call here. They are going to go for it. The field goal unit has not been a success this season up to this point. Jordan Durham, 3 receivers to the right. Jamel Thomas nearest to him. They are 5 wide. Cartier Powelnitz, Jalen Davenport to the left. Snap, low snap, able to corral it in. Throws, looking for a receiver, back in the end zone, just a little too high. And it's a turnover on downs. And on the closest chance, literally 2 yards away for Community Christian, not able to find anything there. Keeping it scoreless here with 1:13 left to go in the game. If I had to guess, I imagine they're just going to kneel it out going forward and put this game to rest. Although they do have a legitimate setup on offense, so it looks like they're going to try to push through. 63 points, not enough. Running back, number 38, tackled down. Number 38 is Zamari Pelot Gary, who scored the last touchdown for Community Christian. So less than a minute to go now. Oshkowski with split backs. I say split backs. Pelot Gary's to his right. And the big dog, Mason King, 5'8", 240 tight end, to his left. Back to Pelot Gary. Pushes up for a little bit longer. And it is going to be now 1st and 10. Clock's going to stop momentarily, but then we'll continue to roll. With 20 seconds left on the clock, that is going to be all she wrote. And they're going to jog off the field and take their win. And now looking to shake hands with anyone. That is going to be the end of the game. 63-0, your final score. Community Christian not able to find any pay dirt in today's game. I'll take a minute to gather some thoughts and come back with the post-game show on the other side of this. Apologies for any voices you might have heard in the press box there behind me. I had the entire cheer team in here at one point, and then on with some red shirts and some other players that were not able to get on the field. But yeah, tough loss. I mean, what do you want me to say, right? I mean, I could list any number of reasons as to why Community Christian was not able to come out on top today. Ultimately, run defense, it's been the story of the season. Run defense just isn't that good. And the run offense, it's fine, but it leaves a little bit to be desired, and the big plays have just not been able to be made as the game has gone on. So, yeah, I wish I had something more positive to say. We'll have a post-game recap on communitychristian.prestosports.com or ccclines.com, a nice, concise way to put it. Thank you all for watching. On behalf of the entire press box, for Michael Massengill, our great camera operator, for some of the Garden City people who are very nice and courteous towards us in the press box, and for myself, my name's Garrett Pogg. Thank you so much, and enjoy your evening. 63-0 final score from East English Village Prep in the east side of Detroit, Michigan.